them nipples nice and stiff.
Pointy.
But actually, I have an actual intro this week.
Aye, but you pop it in after the cold open.
I know, yeah.
Welcome to Cold Ones.
Your penis nozzle.
Ew. A bit of Maximofo.
Have
Cold
you-
ones with fucking GLP.
First I'll be on this, then up next week I'm on Cold Ones. Yeah.
That's how valuable we are.
Are we just a stepping stone?
We're the openers.
Honestly, I've been trying to figure out a way for about a year now to get on fucking Drama Alert. That's like one of my top desires in life.
Same.
I want
Same.
Keemstar's scene. Like I don't know if you've seen like the Gimp Suit video that I've done. Like I walked around in a Gimp suit screaming "subscribe to Keemstar" at people, and Keem's seen it and gave it a wee like. That was like the best day of my life. Like.
I thought you just done that for the subscribe to PewDiePie thing.
That was the second time we've done it. We've done it twice.
I love how you circumvented doing blackface by putting a gimp mask on, but then, like, it was obviously kind of blackface because you had a Rasta hat and
I
costume.
suppose, but it was never.
Like, what the fuck?
It was never really intentional because the costume was actually an elf costume. But instead of putting an elf hat on, I just put the Rastafarian. I don't know what was going on in my head.
Like, what the fuck is that, bro?
But I have done blackface, just not on camera. I've done that for Halloween.
Don't say that. Oh God.
I was KSI. I had knowledge, strength, and integrity, and on my arms.
And
a boxer.
there goes the cold open.
Yeah, I know. Hello, friends.
Welcome to the podcast.
Today's episode is brought to you by Walkerly Fit. See, just good to tell we get sponsored.
Sweet, we're getting sponsored. How much?
So we'll cut that and we'll
Fuck
do
all.
another outro later. Intro later, yeah. Easy.
No. Hi, I'm the best looking PT in Scotland. Big Anton for Love Island can go fuck himself.
He's a man.
That fucking square head.
He's an old
Love
head.
Island. Brilliant. Okay.
I actually only watch Love Island videos. I've never. Love Island.
Yeah.
I just watch other people's videos about it.
Bullshit.
Enough of your Love Island obsession. Please get on with introducing the show.
Anyway, today I'm joined by Troll with a Mole, obviously.
Hello.
Captain White Privilege.
How dare you? Yan, it's just Captain Privilege. Yanni, stop with the white
And
stuff.
today we you've never said that before, but today we have a special guest in GLP Matty.
What's up? How you all doing?
That was way more
Pretty good.
low energy than me. Notice how like every time I introduce someone, they're like all low energy. Right, great.
It's like, oh.
All right. What's
Low energy like your headphones cutting in and out.
Ha 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 ha! Fuck you. Anyway, what do we have to talk about today, other than Captain White Privilege? Literally going to have to change your name to that now.
No, this isn't happening. By the way, this is you can't bring we can't start a podcast and you slowly but surely start pushing it into alt-right privilege podcast. That's
Mate,
not.
it's you, not me. I'm
It's how
fucking.
the I never once called myself white privilege anything.
Not on the podcast.
No, don't fucking start that shit, right? I've told you I've gone through all the previous episodes. By the way, Matty, just so you know, fucking troll here.
Right.
There's several quotes about him protesting being a nonce.
Exactly.
You know, like
I'm saying
like one of the
I'm
Wolf
not.
Hunters videos where they get them in a corner and they're just like, but
Do you
honestly,
know,
I'm no.
I
It sounds
actually-
like that.
I'm a
Actually-
bad guy.
I actually worked with a guy that was in one of those videos. Like literally, no joke. I seen it like it popped up and I was like, "Are you?"
That's getting
Is this-
ISO'd. Yep.
was like, is this
You had his
fucking
email,
real?
I presume.
No, I
See a
watched him. I
pal
was like,
on
it was all a
Discord
bit.
as
He was a bit weird, right? He used to he'd see it like nights out shit.
Oh shit.
He'd fucking surely not, but he had a really long tongue, right? And he fucking loved showing it off. He was a fucking creep, man. Like not even bullshit. He'd go "Ugh," and like stick it out and it'd be like down below his chin. You're like, you're a fucking literally a nonce. You're an actual nonce. But it was literally, it was like 45 minutes of just listening to them read out quotes of things he said to like, you know how you get the fake fucking profile they put up and it's like see some of the shit. I was like, you are a fucking twisted cunt, man. Like, oh my fucking god.
I love the idea that there's this guy we're like hanging around play parks for like a long time.
It's like fucking Orochimaru and Naruto like
Right, some total paedophile version of Venom. Fucking. Yeah.
That was,
Fuck that.
that was a
Well, we do
weird
have
guy.
actual topics, okay?
Yes.
Speaking of creepy folk that made a bit of a tit of themselves, Yon Slow Tie, up and coming British rapper.
He's not up and coming anymore.
He's came
he's
all over the
he's
fucking
blowing
place at
his
the Enemy
loads.
Awards.
He picked his moment and he kind of fucking like reverse shirted it
Yeah.
all at once. Just made
Yeah,
an
that was
absolute
like
arse
it
himself.
was like the opposite of a cum shot.
So for him that doesn't
He
know,
took a cum shot.
he basically got up at Enemy Awards, and I don't know if it was like some sort of like an interview type thing that had already happened, where he basically made an absolute cunt of himself. He was already steaming,
Yeah.
and was pretty much what started as like light flanter banter. He took immediately into too much,
Yep.
far too much. You've took that too far,
Very
Chavi
personally.
too far, banging on about, oh, she's jelly, oh, she well wants it. And when everyone's kind of like, what's wrong? He's like, shh, shh. You got to understand, there's levels. You're like, mate, you're on a fucking level, alright? You're on a fucking spirit level. You're fucking weirdo. So then, like, about an hour later, comes out for an award. By this point, everyone's booing him because the comedian Birdie was back dry humping. They'd already ripped the piss out of him on our way out. Like, oh, you're so handsome, you're so hot, you make me so absolutely slippery wet. I'm just going to slide clean off the stage for my exit. And he comes back out for his award, and fucking everyone's just kind of like, boo. He's standing there steaming, smoking what can only assumes a joint, and go, oh, Ken Witt, thank you very much, NAB, for ruining you lot for ruining my speech, and fucks the mic down it in the crowd.
I know.
Yeah,
So
and then
then
he jumped
2
on the
seconds
stage
later-
to fucking fight
Oh, no,
some boy.
Only
he
after,
threw the
some boy
mic off and then
picks it
somebody
up from
threw
the
it
crowd
back.
and shouts into the microphone, slow ties a fucking waist, man, and launches the mic at his head. Barely misses him, and then he decides to come up. Folks just start chucking their drink at him as he's coming to the edge of the stage. He then goes to throw his own drink, but in that weird kind of half above his head holding it way,
threatening
empties the
it.
entire drink over his own head as he's trying to throw it, and then throws it. Jumps off
Yeah.
stage and ends up like just acting the big man, but to be honest, the big guy in the crowd probably would have fucking had him.
Aye.
He just ran at him with 3 security guards to huckle the boy at the fucking crowd. It was brilliant.
I really felt bad for KSI fucking on that stage.
I didn't. He memed it. Did you not see? On
Yeah,
TikTok, just 2 seconds of doing the weird wiggly dance. You'll see me at the movies. We meme dance. Just fucking done. He literally just stood there wiggling his knees. So, yep,
Yeah, but
fuck it, man.
fuck that. Like, fuck being up on stage. Like, this has been a pretty time
Yeah.
ceremonies up on stage. This fucking waste man. In fact, he's not even a waste man, he's a bin man. Fucking
Garbage
kicks
guy.
off.
But yeah, I'm interested to see how his career goes. I did actually take a bunch of snippets. His apology and whatnot. He did
Yeah.
apologise to anyone and everyone, especially the comedian.
Catherine.
He says, next time I'll just take my
something or
seat and leave the comedy to you.
Yep.
Which started as a little bit of a joke, which was clearly taken far too far by me. For anybody that was affected by, like, what was it? For anybody that's been in a similar situation that was affected by my actions last night,
Aye, there was hundreds of people
Apologise.
in the audience like, oh man, this has triggered me. That
Up until Kat mentioned it like earlier this week, I was like, who the fuck is Slow Tie? And then I heard that one
Yeah.
song that's on the radio. I was like, oh, I recognise that, and I'm pretty sure I changed the radio station when it came on. I was like,
It's
alright,
just
I'm
chav
at this.
rock.
Boop.
It's just
Yeah.
chav rap.
It's like
chav rock.
it's like chav punk rap. It's weird. It's like fuck the state.
You-
Like, cool mate.
Are you a big Slow Tie fan, Matty?
No, and so chavs in general should just stop pretending like they've got talent and just like leave it to like. No, I'm not. I don't know. I have no idea who he is, to be honest with you.
Like Matty's calling out Slow Tie.
I have a very controversial opinion about Scottish rappers. As someone who is Scottish and has tried to rap and would love to be a rapper, I don't think we can rap. I don't think
Well,
I don't think our accent sounds good, to be honest.
he's an
Like,
English
He's a
dude.
Londoner rap.
Yeah.
Secondly,
okay.
you're wrong. Check out BNMCs.
I know.
Pretty much Glasgow rappers are condom it. You know, not a fan of Loki. Never heard the physics and conscious, mate.
Every time I say this to someone that's a Scottish rap fan, there's the instant response is, "Yeah, but this person," and like
Mate.
it's not that they can't rap. I just don't like the way that the accent sounds with rapping. Is what I mean. Like they're skilled at what they do, but I don't like the Scottish voice.
So you're
Yeah.
racist. You're
Yes.
self-loathing Scot.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Speaking of racism, moving swiftly on.
Big fan.
There's been an interesting turn of events where South Park was trending on Twitter because
New
it
season?
had an irreversible detrimental effect on our society.
The power of the
Dumb man.
Schwartz. You mean
Jesus,
So dumb.
fuck.
the Schwartz is strong with this one? That's what I'm fucking saying.
It's,
Dana Schwartz putting on Twitter, what was it? Were they even trying to twist the fact that they made that fake apology video to China, like the total piss take? Oh,
Well,
China,
it's
we
the
good,
fact-
brah.
It's the fact the tweet was like, you cannot understate the detrimental effect that South Park has had on our.
it's just so dumb. It's like it's one of
Cannot
those.
understate the detrimental effect to charging your headphones or something.
Mate,
Yeah.
this is my mic. I actually don't know what's wrong with it. Give me 2.
It just randomly cuts out.
Yeah,
And
it's like you're in the middle of a sentence. It's like, oh, the suspense is killing me.
But
Finish
yeah,
it!
so basically, I think it's really funny because the fact is they've been tempting this for about 2 years now. Ended it has been keeping up with South Park, as any of the mouth breathers that were in this thread clearly haven't been, including even your boy Chris Reagan, who dropped the video quite sharpish, but very well articulated.
Yeah,
The best point of the argument is no, South Park rips everyone equally. That's why everyone likes it.
yeah.
And making out that people are somehow confused and thinking Cartman is a hero is just flat
Cartman's a fat
out
virgin.
wrong.
It literally is. And
But
they-
at the
they
same
paint
point,
it
as I'm
that
saying,
all the
everybody's
time.
absolutely been watching it for the past couple of seasons. Hashtag cancel South Park has been at the end of every episode.
Yeah.
They've been goading this and baiting it for 2 years, going fucking on then.
That's amazing.
And I-
Good
funny.
publicity. It's good publicity for them.
It
Yeah,
actually
fuck it.
is.
I think there's a little bit of them that's kind of like, yeah, we're ready to finish, but we're not. We'll keep going till you fucking make us finish.
I think it's hilarious. Like hashtag cancel South Park. And then do you know what happens? People go, "Oh, that's trending." You know, I've not watched South Park in fucking ages. Let's get a watch, and then
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
Done. Back on board. Back on top.
No,
I
no
watch South
publicity is
Park
bad
every day.
publicity.
I'm
Every
pretty
day.
sure that the China scandal was what made me go back and watch like the newest season, because I haven't watched it in years, but the whole China thing made me go and watch it again.
That was fucking hilarious because it's so
Brilliant.
accurate. It is so fucking accurate. Like all these companies, like taking what's his name, John Boyega, fucking demoting him in the Star Wars poster and shit just to fucking promote it in China. Fuck
Yep.
off, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was it? Like we said, they had to cut out a gay kiss in The Rise of Skywalker. And me and my mates are sitting there, we were like, there was a gay kiss in The Rise of Skywalker. who gives a fuck? Like, who was sitting combing through the frames? Go, oh, look at the two aliens. They're two guy aliens and they're kissing.
So dumb, man.
China
Fantasy
just open up
universe far,
fucking
far
death
away.
camps for Star Wars. Boy.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Never mind the Muslim death camps. It's South Park that's got the detrimental effect on our fucking society here. You know what I mean?
Hey,
The goddamn commies locking people up and spreading fucking T-virus or
What an-
coronora AIDS everywhere.
What annoys me is though, like all these companies are like, look how diverse we are. Fuck's sake!
No, I
As
don't.
diverse as you make.
Aye, it's a very diverse, Mike.
Right, my quality's going to drop, but it has to be done.
Was there ever
Just
any
make sure you're
quality?
closest to your mic you can get.
Yeah, bud.
Right, it
That's
shouldn't
good.
drop out again.
That's actually
That's
right.
good, man.
But yeah, it's like we're so diverse. Look at us, and then but not in China. Nah, we better do it. We better bend the knee.
Well, it was like the Blizzard conundrum, wasn't it? You know, the whole, was it Blizzchung, or I think the guy was called?
Oh, and they banned him and took all his money off him
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the protesting the state or something.
for supporting the Hong Kong protest.
It's like, wow. It's literally 2020 and yous are the fucking iron rice ball in it everywhere. Like, what the fuck? So dumb, man.
Rice bowl again.
Fucking
Nah,
dumb.
it's got that fucking bargain bin now that it's like iron coca noodles.
What's your opinion, Matt? I know you have a bit of a distaste, or I assume you have a bit of a distaste for the old commies, as I've seen one of your travel videos.
Yes, I do. I used to be a communist, believe it or not. But yeah, back when I was
edgy
younger
teen.
and more foolish. Yeah, an edgy teen,
There it
exactly.
is.
I mean, actually, I can't. Obviously, the podcast doesn't have like you can't see video. But if I put my video on in Discord, I have this little nifty nifty general's hat. Yeah. I actually have a whole general outfit. But
Yeah, don't wear that, or
Yeah.
they'll probably think you're a Nazi for some reason.
Yeah.
Because mainstream media is
Yeah,
too thick.
I definitely see like a detrimental effect more from an authoritarian Chinese regime than from South Park. I think we should genuinely be a little bit concerned about the fact that our media is influenced by foreign governments, but I don't think anyone really cares because they're too busy watching like The Only Way is Essex, and so I don't know, just let people enjoy media.
There's
Yeah,
people
what are you
out there that
talking
would rather watch Love Island, where you have
Yeah.
contestants asking, after Brexit, will we still have trees?
What the fuck?
Oh,
I don't
Jesus,
think,
fuck lads.
I don't think you need to worry about foreign influences on technology, mate, or media. You know, because once Huawei's plugged into 5G everywhere, we'll definitely not be entirely infiltrated by the
Yeah.
Chinese.
My TV just laughed at that.
In a weird Chinese voice.
Honestly,
Hurrah, 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 hurrah.
I was waiting for it. I was like, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna just fucking pop in
I
and
was
just
walking
float
out. I
honestly,
think we can
though,
all agree. Fuck cancel South Park.
yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say, mate?
I think Wowies are that good that like I'm willing to put up with the Chinese people listening to me say the bit. Like I love those phones. Those phones are fantastic.
See, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? You either have a Huawei or a Samsung that's definitely built by communists, or you have an iPhone that's designed in California, the communist hub of the fucking world.
Yeah, and made in China as well.
Yeah.
By the communists.
It's a fucking conspiracy.
Have you?
Also, as stuck between the rock and a hard place, your fantasy fan fiction. You as a wrestler.
Depends who the hard
Sorry,
place is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what I thought.
Have
Sorry.
you? I saw a quick article about how the new iPhones are basically going to be fucked because the coronavirus means that there's like factories that just aren't functioning anymore. Like the factories that make iPhones, they've basically been like, yeah, no, we because of the coronavirus, there's some factories that have 2 people
I
working.
love,
So
I love
new
the
iPhones
liberal
can't
use
come
of
out.
the word factory and not fucking sweatshops. Fucking
Well,
camps.
Keep it PG.
The working fucking internment camps.
Where these people
It's-
live,
it's a
breathe,
bit-
die, and work.
The buildings with nets on the outside to catch some people from
Is it-
fucking committing suicide.
Man.
It's a bit off topic, but Natalie Portman at the Oscars wore a dress that had all the names of the snubbed female directors, but it was made by Dior, who have predominantly used female sweatshops up until as recently as 2018.
Oh my god.
Self-awareness
What the fuck?
100.
I fucking love it. I love it.
Ba-da-ba-dum.
Fucking hell.
On that note, I think be a good enough time to sort of switch over to our guest and a wee bit dissect him, his self-awareness or our awareness of your channel.
A little bit
If
of
you're
a pivot.
ready
That's
to
my
handle
favourite
some of
topic,
this.
yeah.
Right, so okay, here's the first question I've got for you, right? What's a GLP? Now don't answer. Let me try and guess. What does
Okay.
GLP stand for? Is it Good Let's Plays? Just answer yes or no.
No.
Get Loads of Puss?
I wish, but no.
Good Linkin Park?
No.
Guy Little Pony?
No, it should be, but no.
Right.
Gay Little Pony?
What is it?
You were kind of close with the first one. Oh, see, Alex, so I always said that I wouldn't reveal what it means till I hit 1,000 subscribers.
A year over that, I'm sure.
And then, I am over that now. And I still haven't done the video about it. So do you know what? Now's as good as time as any to finally reveal it. Because I haven't said it in years, like. It's really gay, but I'm gonna.
Yes.
Can I get into like the whole story of how it came about?
Please do.
Mate,
Please
we
do.
don't get. We're liberal as you can be around here. Gay stories, bi stories, pansexual stories. You tell them all. You
Hey,
tell them all.
this is a liberal podcast.
You live your true life, honey.
Awesome. Well, it's a short story. I started. Well, I've been doing YouTube since I was probably like 10. But when I started like trying to like make an actual channel, I was like probably in like S2 of high school. And me and a bunch of friends all made their own channel. There was GLP Matty, there was GLP Rasta, and there was GLP JK, and there was like one or two other people were going to start doing it. And
So it was a gang like the G Unit.
it was like a KSI's name comes from his Halo clan, right?
Ah, yeah. Okay,
So
cool.
GLP stands for Games Region Production.
Okay.
So it's really dumb because it doesn't really make
Yeah,
any
mines
sense.
were better.
Yeah.
Mines were all better.
I was never in a clan. I played outside.
Yeah, see, I only started going outside about 2 years ago, so this like yeah.
I was never in a clan because I don't wear hoods.
I knew that's always back
Oh, sorry,
to race
I
you,
was
Kat.
in a clan.
It's like,
So what's it like being compared to a bleached Snoop Dogg?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was one of my favorite comments I ever got. Yeah, because the cut was just like, I like you. You're like, did I come across as a Snoop Dogg personality?
No, but like when he
Maybe
says
Snoop
it, you're like,
lying.
oh, that's what I fucking keep looking at.
I suppose it's maybe because like depending on the video I do. I used to be a lot more chill. I don't know. It depends on how like tired I am. I used to be very relaxed in camera
Yeah,
videos.
tired. Yeah, me too, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
I'm tired at 4:22, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I used to be stoned all the time in videos, but I don't really smoke anymore. I'm hungover a lot in videos. That's
Can't
yeah.
relate.
Honestly, I think that's cool. I think it's cool getting comments like that. I like the weird comments.
yeah. I love it when just the fucking the weirdos and the trolls come out in front of the rock and they just say something. You're like, what the fuck
Yeah.
goes on in your head? Like, where
Well,
the
to
fuck
be
did that
fair,
come from?
there's been some weird stuff said on your channel as well. I've got another question here for you. Speaking of gay stories, it's going to probe you a little bit, all right?
Gay
Just brace
stories?
yourself for us. Yeah, it's a gay question.
Okay.
What's gayer? Having sex with a trap, watching porn together with your male friends, or eating your own cum?
Ah.
Right. So I've watched porn with my friends.
So it's pretty
Oh,
gay.
yes, I know you have a video series about it.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh no, but I forgot about the Pornhub series. I forgot I do Pornhub. I've only
I
got one.
forgot to do porn.
I forgot about that.
Like up to that,
Boys, we're gonna make it.
up to that point, Matt was going. That'd be a really good fucking video series.
Title.
Yeah, those videos bang by the way.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with me and my mates watching sexy Pornhub videos. We're watching porn.
Because what happened is I've actually only got one episode out, but there's another episode that got recorded and I never like done it. But no,
Still get the
I
videos
watched
put up
porn and
You
like
have
and
trouble
like
finishing that one off, yeah?
His mates had trouble finishing him
Watching
off.
that one on repeat, yeah?
that's hard to get. What was I going to say? I actually what the fuck was I going? What's gayer? I don't know because eating your own cum, watching. No, because eating your own cum, I don't think that's gay.
Honestly, I'd have to agree with you on that, Matty. I don't think it is gay. It's only
Because
gay
it's
if it was
not like-
another man's cum. If it's your cum, it's
And what was the other one? Sorry, what was the first one?
shagging a trap.
Having sex with a trap.
Uh,
It's like the old our trap's gay, correct?
it depends on like like the scenario with the trap, fam. Because like
Did you know or did you not?
I wouldn't personally, but like.
It's hard to not know.
Well,
Aye,
because you-
are they putting their dick in you, or are you putting your dick in them?
Yeah.
I don't want to know about your fantasies, mate. I want to know what's gayer. Okay.
Because if the trap's bang ting, yeah, like if she's like
Bang
something
ting.
else, man. If she's
Lights
something
are off as well. She guides you in.
Yeah.
You've never
Nice.
seen down there, you know. You're like, I'll go down. She's like, no, it's okay. Just I'll turn over and bend over, and I'll put my legs really tightly
What
together.
the fuck? Why are we getting an instruction?
I don't think we're going to get an answer.
I think depending on the context that's what this really comes down to.
The gayest thing's probably having sex with a trap, actually. Because eating your own cum isn't that gay, and watching porn with your friends. Watching porn with your friends really isn't that
Mate,
gay.
you're just giving me the best
as-
ISOs all over this place. Just
Oh, no,
brilliant
I
little
can keep
snippets,
going.
man.
Yeah.
I think as
Your
long
cum's
as
not gay.
as
I'm
long
making
as
that- I'm making that a fucking thing. It's just going to get posted on Twitter every day. Just
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, please, go ahead.
A never-ending poll. What is gear?
This is the podcast that's going to like boost my views and subs. People are going to see this and be like, oh yeah, that's the content creator I want to watch.
So okay. All right, moving on a little bit. Who did you inherit your dress sense from? But like, who died and then you got a house full of clothes that you just pull fucking from anyone's closet?
You'd fucking think so, man.
It's fucking awesome.
The dress sense is like, I like to be big-headed as fuck. Like, I think it's its own thing. Like, I've yet to see anybody that. Obviously, you can kind of call it psychedelic and hippie, and there's obviously been inspired from like different musicians and stuff. But I've never seen quite like. What I do now is I basically just wear some sort of military jacket with like a psychedelic shirt and a hat and shit. I don't know. But my fashion sense, like, so I was an emo, of course. I was a big goth. I drunk rock star and smoked cigarettes outside Asda. You know, I was one of them.
Yeah.
And then
a proper comrade emo. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a big depressed, edgy boy. And then I took my mushrooms.
Right.
And the mushrooms woke me up to the beauty and value of being alive and how great the world is. And I went, hell yeah! And I tried to get a bit more psychedelic.
You literally got woke.
Yeah, dude. But I don't know, like over time, I like impressing. I suppose I get a kick out of and I get a kick out of people like being confused as well when I'm walking down the street. Like, I don't know, I get a kick out of being so different that everyone in the room at one point when they look across to me is probably at least goes, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? And I enjoy that. Like the dress sense is like a weird thing. I don't know how to explain like where it came from specifically. It just kind of came about. It's
evolution, man. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's eye catching. That's what you want.
I like pushing. It's really handy if you're a YouTuber because people will remember you. You know, like people remember that distinct look, and it kind of brands you. Like KSI with his dreads, or I keep on about KSI. PewDiePie back when he had like the white hair and stuff. Like, you know, kind of Jacksepticeye when he looked like a pedophile. You know, these are people that.
When was he?
Sorry, Jack. When he had like when he had, he looks not so bad now. His face is a bit like squished in, but like overall he looks a lot better.
Speaking of nonsense again, it's alright. I'm going to be mean to you just for a wee second here. Just brace yourself again. Is being a nonce a requirement to play in Minecraft, or is it just a perk of the job?
Is being a nonce a requirement to play Minecraft? Nah, well, it depends how you're playing Minecraft.
It depends when you play. Is it 2013? No, of course not. 2019, a little bit.
I started when I was like 11 playing Minecraft.
Right. So you were the abused and now become the abuser.
That's it. Yeah. I'm that Milo Yiannopoulos shit.
Yeah, I was going to say like.
It's like a nostalgia boner that your uncle touches.
I just want to say on a public record, I fucking love Minecraft. That is by far one of the best things ever invented.
It's exceptional.
I love Milo Yiannopoulos, and I was like,
oh, I also love it. Well, I love his humour. I get a good kick out of watching Milo.
Actually, I have his book somewhere in this flat.
I've always come in and again dangerous. I'll tell you. I mean, I don't know if this is a bit off topic. We're talking about like the libertarian to right wing like book leaders. I have a signed copy of 12 Rules for Life, and I have the press release up here on the wall because what was it? I went to go see Peterson in Glasgow, but I didn't manage to like meet him. So my friend for my birthday wrote to him and was like, "Can you sign something he can like stick in his book?" He has a sort of plaque, and he done it. That was quite cute.
That's cool.
And the book was actually sent to me as well, because I tried to interview Jordan Peterson back when he wasn't as big, and he was doing a tour in America, so he couldn't. So he sent me his book.
That's nice, bro. Wow. Stuff.
And now he's in some sort of like dodgy Russian like clinic, like recovering from some sort of opioid shit. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know, you gotta clean your fucking room, eh? You gotta tidy your room. That's where it starts, eh?
Should have cleaned those needles, Jordan. Should have cleaned those.
Should have taken better care of these lobsters, man. Do you know what I mean? That's fair enough.
Where's my fucking coke? I can't find my fucking gear.
Should have cleaned your bloody room, guy.
Amazing. Sorry, that was really off topic.
Great. It's kind of premium content we need.
That's
it, man. No, it's all on brand there on topic, I suppose, because it's more just a case of like finding out as much as we can about yourself and your sort of tubing, like what is YouTube to you? What is your kind of take on it? And that I see you've like the community you've got. You're active with that community at least, you know.
I suppose,
Even
yeah.
if it is just a community of creators, you're still making content with them and involving them in your stuff, and like the Discording with them in Minecraft and stuff, and just asking them dumb questions, man. That's really, it's cool to see somebody that's enjoying themselves and engaged like that.
My top thing, like one of my main reasons for moving to Glasgow, and like one of my like top things in general, I absolutely love collaborating with new people and collaborating with different creators. It's so much fun to see how they do stuff and become involved in their content and to bring them onto my channel, and then they switch up and the dynamic's always different. And that's why, like, moving to Glasgow, there's so many people that I'm looking to try and get involved with, just for like, it's just, even it doesn't have to be YouTubers, it can be musicians, it can be artists. Like I like getting artists to make me channel art, and then like I'll always offer to do something for them in return. And like I think artists coming together and like making stuff is the coolest thing to me.
Yeah,
so,
content creators collaborate.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what kind of drove us, man. You know, we just kind of like the 3 years are arguably for different corners.
Definitely.
Like obviously Walkley's been into his fucking fitness, pushing his personal training at that. Trolls more into finance and different sort of stuff. Me, I'm fuck those when I'm on, mate. You know what I mean?
Shit posting Fallout 76.
I just don't start. Okay, best game ever. Okay, works better than New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas is the single best game ever made. Hand on my heart, it is the best game ever.
So I hear, but listen, mate, I bought that 7 years after its release for the PS3, and it's literally unplayable. Okay?
It's a bit glitchy. It's a bit.
It's a Bethesda. It's like part of the Fallout universe. So.
How can it be worse? Come on.
Because I can still play it.
I don't know. As long as you're not playing Fallout 4, I have a strong distaste for that game.
I played it a lot, and I beat it once and went, I'm not going back to this. I bought it, I played it, and went, I'm done. The base building was really, it caught me. That hooked me, was the base building. But then I was like, this is fucking dull, 100%. And I can't. It's not as customizable as you'd like it to be. And because obviously I'm playing console, so it's like I can't put this where we'd actually fucking want it to go. And why the fuck is it floating in the middle of the goddamn air? Oh, there's a rock there. Thanks for that. Fuck you. That did my tits in. So I was kind of like, I did the story, and I was like, right, I'm out. Nah, I'm done with it. I can't. I don't want to go back to it.
Fuck this shit. I'm out. What are you playing these days, Matty?
Honestly, like, I'm really out of video games. When I was younger, I played them like all day and night, all the time. Yeah. But it's probably the biggest, what would you call it, personality clash between me and my friends. Is they're all gamers, and I'm like, and they want to sit and play Minecraft and stuff, and I'm like, let's go and get drunk and fuck it. So like, and it kind of annoys me because I kind of wish I could still enjoy games as much as I do. Like, I find it really hard to sit down. I played the Outer Worlds though recently, and I really enjoyed the Outer Worlds. It was amazing, but it finished way too quickly, and there's not a lot of side missions. And I'll go back and play Fallout New Vegas a couple of times a year, and I'll play Minecraft a lot. But that's about it, to be honest.
I'm beginning to get there myself. I think as you grow up, you kind of life. Other shit becomes more important, and you don't have as much time to sink into games. So I find either in a game that's got a kind of a linear story that I can just follow, that I don't need to think, oh, there's so many side missions, because especially with games I'm at a bit of a perfectionist, where I'm like, there's collectibles, I want to get them all, and then about halfway through I go, I want to fucking die. I'd rather do anything but this, but I can't not get the collectibles because they're there.
See, I
and
feel
it ruins games for me. It totally ruins it.
I feel like last year the perfect balance was struck, for me at least, with the amount of time I can put into a game versus how much I want to complete a game, with Jedi Fallen Order, because it was like, it had little side bits and stuff, like go find all this shit, but it wasn't like you have to dedicate your life to it just to get a fucking special lightsaber. Okay,
I'd seen it, but believe I'm not that big a Star Wars fan, to be totally honest. I know.
I'm more like a Lord of the Rings guy, but I do I dig Star Wars. Like a very controversial opinion. I think out of all three like movie series, the prequels were the best three.
Yeah.
I just prefer I prefer the lightsaber battles and all that, and I prefer that.
The choreography is so fucking good, and that's all because of who they hired to be Darth Maul. It was never meant to be like that, and then when he was on set, he was like being a pure flippy little ninja motherfucker. And they actually brought him back for the next two to consult on the choreography of the lightsaber battles.
I think a lot of that's to do with nostalgia, though. So if you grew up and episode 1, 2, and 3 was out in the cinema and you went to see it, that's a big part of your history. But if you grew up and you're a boomer like Cap, then you grew up when it was
what fucking excuse me, right?
I actually don't think I know how old Cap is. I just call him a boomer.
I know. It's just ageism. It's just ageism. You're a couple of fucking young bucks. That's what it is. You're a couple of white whippersnappers.
Like
young
not
girls.
that different of an age to me.
Yeah, I think I'm 5 or 6 years older than Walkerly, so I could probably be called a boomer, and
yes,
it'd
you're
probably
a fucking boomer then.
big booming about the place.
Right, well, renaming the podcast Walkerly and the Boom.
No,
Walkerly and the Boomtings.
The Boomtings, that's something else, isn't it? Ask GLP Matty, go put the fucking gimp mask on and translate that for us. It'll be fine.
It's a full bodysuit, so it might take a while.
On cam.
He's to lube himself in like.
Very, very important to people listening. If you are planning on getting into this gimpy BDSM stuff, cut your hair short, because it's very annoying when you're trying to get the zip up on the back and you've got to get your friends to do it because your hair keeps getting caught in the zip. Very, very annoying.
You need the full back sack and crack wax and all, just in case.
It would help, I suppose. Yeah.
Not to get caught anywhere.
No, speaking of what, speaking of what you're into or going to be into, what's in the plans for the next wee while? What's happening this year for you, Matty? Any big plans content wise? Are you going to resonate? What's happening with you?
Oh, so much, really. This is the year. Like we've been. You may have noticed that my channel's been a bit dead recently with videos. I haven't been bringing out a lot. And the reason for that is, like, I went and studied media in college, and it's going to make me sound like a really bit. You guys know Viper, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was in his. Yeah, I was in his class. That's like me and him are buddies. And
good guy, man. Indy Scots. Shout.
Really good guy. Yeah.
Lions table.
He's like probably after Jack, my like second closest friends as a content creator. Like I've been meaning to collab with Lise for ages, but Viper, I was in the same class. I mean, like, not to sound big-headed or that, but I felt like it wasn't really teaching me what I needed to know. I've seen like the last year's projects, and I was like, I feel like I could do better than that, and I'm going to like study 4 years to be able to do that. Like, so I just kind of left it and went, I'm going to do it myself. I'm more of a lone wolf. I don't like getting taught things like in a kind of school environment. I felt just learning on the job.
Learn by doing.
Honestly. Yeah. I felt like 2 months after I left college, I learned more than the whole year that I was there, just from buying my own equipment. I was really lucky. My gran gave me £2,000 when I turned 18. She had been saving up since I was born as a kid, and I went like, don't be an idiot and go and buy like hookers and cocaine. Invest this. So I bought loads and loads of equipment, and I realized, like, even if you become famous on YouTube and you make lots of money, like, that's not going to last forever. Eventually, that career will die, and you'll be homeless and have no money.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to make sure that. By the time I'm 30, I'd like to be doing a job full time that I really enjoy, and I want to and enjoy my life. So I went and bought lots of filming equipment, lots of rigs and stuff, and then I got a job. So that's why I haven't been a lot of videos out. I've been working like full time, 9 hours a day, non-stop, saving up, and now it's time. We're packing our stuff. Me and my friend, me and my business partner, and YouTube collaborator Pigeon Master are moving out to Glasgow. With the company's already officially launched, but we have some smaller details to line out.
Nice.
And we're going to start making
GLP
videos.
Limited.
It's called Akina. It's named after a friend of mine, and that's it. There's so much stuff, like content wise. Like, we have a few. There's one coming up really soon that I want to film, and I don't know if I should it may be better just to wait till it comes out, kind of thing. Like, it's not a big surprise or anything, but it would maybe ruin the coolness of it by talking about it.
Yeah.
Keep the eyes peeled type thing.
Yeah. It'll come out real soon. It'll probably come out around the end of this month, just before I go away. And then, I'm feeling like there's a lot of stuff I could talk about.
Okay, so
I'd like to make a song at some point.
Yeah, music.
I've got
I keep saying this over and
go
over again, and I'm just too fucking lazy to do it. Like, I want to make musical content, and I've asked. I don't know why I bothered asking anyone from Create Scotland, to be honest.
Yeah, fuck that.
They never fucking do anything. But I spoke to Anthony, who's a DJ.
Shots fired.
He was like, "Oh yeah," he was meant to help me out with a video as well, and he just fucking, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, but dude, like, um, people being flaky on you, helping you make videos, is like one of the most annoying things about being a
Yep.
content creator for me, and it is something that I've had to learn to deal with, and like just fucking. You need to basically just like learn how to like do a two-man job.
Yeah.
That's which is
I'm of the opinion that you can give people like 2 chances. So if they plan it, you plan it. You know, say, listen, we're doing it this day. You okay to come to say yeah? And if you get no fucking notice, then it's like, yeah, I'm not involving you again. You fucked it.
yeah,
If they
yeah.
get in touch like a couple of days before and go, listen, my plans have changed. I'm not able to do it. It's okay, fair enough. Shit happens. Life gets in the way. If you then plan something else and they do it again, you're like, all right, you're obviously not that invested. So it's kind of
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
It's done. But yeah, I think I'm a kind of, I believe in giving people chances, but yeah, don't let people take the cunt, especially if it's something that's going to help them and you, because it's just fucking stupid. Like, waste your time.
Well,
It's
yeah.
so fucking stressful.
100%, yeah. Like for the we need to save PewDiePie video. I have this friend, and he was like, yeah, we'll help you. Like, I'll help you film it and stuff, and you guys in the gimp suit and that. And like we needed like daylight because it's because you're filming.
Yeah.
And that's why the video actually wasn't that good. And what made that video worth uploading was us freaking out at the end of the video, not public reactions, because there basically were no public reactions because no one was there. And the reason for that is as we were making all the flyers that we we're going to give out to people, he just gets up and goes, "I'm hungry. I'm going to go to McDonald's. I'll be back in an hour," and just walked away.
Fuck's sake.
And the sun was about to start setting, and we're like, wait, no, we don't have an hour. And he just walks away and comes back like 40 minutes later with McDonald's, and we're like, what the fuck? Where did you go? And the whole video was nearly ruined. And to be honest, it wasn't anywhere near as good as I pictured it in my head. It was kind of a disappointment, that video, for me. And that happens all the time. Like,
yeah. It's relying on other people is fucking shit. I think that's probably one of my biggest things about content creation is see if I'm making videos or I'm doing shit. It never looks how I expect it or want it to look, and that always bums me out. So I'll start making a video, set up, I'll get lights and shit going, and I'll sit down and start talking. I'm like, oh man, this isn't what I see in my head, and it can be really fucking frustrating. I think for me a big thing is just going, nah, you know what, it doesn't look like what it looks like in my head, but I'm just gonna fucking do it and put it out. That way it's there and I've started. And that's
constant work in progress, man. Constant work in progress.
Exactly. It's kind of more about putting a positive spin on it. Looks shite now, but it will be better, instead of, oh, this looks shit. It's not what I want. I'm not doing it because I'm down. It should be, well, I'll do it and I'll practice and I'll get better. I think that's something I need to practice personally, and I think a lot of creators would probably struggle with.
The big thing people never really seem to pay attention with, what I think genuinely makes a complete difference between your content looking good and your content looking really professional is lighting. And I keep trying to tell like smaller creators like that I know that I work with, like, you know, if you maybe bought some lights and set them up here, the quality of your video would be so much different.
There you go.
Sorry, yeah, I was gonna say, I know it's so fun. I hate lighting. I despise doing it, but that's another reason I didn't really upload recently. And then I just found out that video yesterday or the day before, and that's one of the best looking videos I've ever made. Just in terms of the way it looked. It looked like, compared to most of my videos, it was amazing, and it was because I finally got some like half decent lights and set them up the way that I should have, and took the time.
Well, it's like I record off a webcam, like for all of my videos, pretty much, unless I was to be going out somewhere and doing it.
Yeah.
But see, as soon as I bought like literally 2 lights, the quality of my videos just went like miles above where it was, because it was fucking trash when I was using like the living room light.
Yep.
Like, it was really orangey looking, and then literally just 2 lights, like switch.
Yeah. To be fair, the orangey looking thing is that's your white balance is off, because the light in your living room will have a lower colour. It's like the kelvins. I studied media as well and photography, so I understand how stupidly important it is and how fucking confusing it can be. I think a big thing that creators, especially when they're starting out, need to not be scared of doing is turning auto off. Because a lot of people go, auto settings, record it, great. It's like, nah, see if you learn how your camera works and kind of all about apertures and all that shit, you can make it look shit hot. See when you see like the big YouTubers and the background's dead fucking creamy and it's all that, that looks so fucking professional. And if you get some nice lighting with that, and it's so easy to do, it is literally, if you can get even a cheap DSLR, buy it pre-owned if you've not got it, rattle it up and you're sorted. Like you can get them for like 50 quid pre-owned. You can stick them up and record it using that and you're golden. And like say the Rode mics and stuff you use, you can use them in that as well. It makes it so much easier.
Sound talkies are only 50 quid, mate.
I'm so scared.
I know. Why use a tap?
I'm so
I found out, right, I'm really fucking pissed off. So I've been taking on PT clients like this week, and I was like, yeah, people sending me money. And then I get an email and it's like Stripe That's who the back end of the website that I use plugs into Stripe so that they can pay you efficiently and all this shit. And it's like, oh, your first Stripe payment takes 7 days.
Oh, fuck.
The fuck is this? The fuck is this all about? Stripe, how am I meant to go buy drugs?
Not for 7 days, you naughty boy.
You know, another thing that's like really missed out and stuff is like symmetry and like setting up your shot to look, you know, like where the camera is positioned on would it be a y-axis, like a vertical. Yeah. So is it eye level? Is it chest level? And the answer isn't always like one of the things the main thing I really didn't like with my media cast was they always taught us every time you film somebody you should do it this way. It's like sometimes you want the camera to be low down to create a certain effect, to create a certain feeling with the emotion. Exactly. Sometimes you want the camera to be actually horizontally like tilted so that it's kind of to your right. Well, like if I'm on a computer, maybe I want to turn to my right to address the camera, and then that way there's this dynamic going on in the shot. And like, but this is like when you first start off doing YouTube, you can barely work out how to fucking use like fucking DxTory or some shit. You know, it's like over time you learn this stuff more and more. I definitely think doing like a first year media cast helps for anyone that's like looking to like really start doing YouTube. Yeah,
if you are completely clueless, I think that's the best thing is just getting the basics, just so you understand kind of lighting at its
But to be fair, there's probably YouTube videos for that, mate.
That's true. That's
you probably, as you're saying with the college course, you could quite possibly sit for a good night and stutter like fuck before you start clicking on videos that tell you how to do everything you need to do.
Probably the biggest takeaway from that would be if you're in college, you've actually got access to equipment, so you can find out how to use it and you can practice with it. Whereas equipment's fucking expensive, man. Like I've literally got it's a Canon 550D. It's really, really old. It's not full frame, so when I'm recording and using lenses, it's cropped a little bit. So it's a CMOS sensor, so it's cropped. So I don't actually get the full frame. So if I'm shooting on I've got a couple of different lenses. If I'm shooting on a 50mm, it's zoomed in a little bit. So on a full frame camera, I'd see everything. But it means that I need to either compromise for that by moving the camera further away, but it then means that I can't do a lot of close-up shots because I don't have wide lenses, which is really fucking annoying. Like I'd rather, when doing videos, just have the camera in front of me and then have it there, but I can't. I need to have distance, which is annoying, and that's something that it costs money to upgrade to a full-frame sensor, and it's one of those ones you slowly grow your actual kit and your equipment and what you've got. But I think the biggest thing is just to do what you can with what you've got, and then think about the most economic way to upgrade. So I think lights, as you said, is by far one of the easiest ways to make your shit look hot. Is a couple of lights pointed at you from 45-degree angles, just so that you've got no shadows casting. Your nose isn't casting a shadow, it's not distracting. And try and make your lights
your scarecrow nose isn't casting it.
Exactly.
My fucking scarecrow nose casting
Exactly. And it's if you can get the light soft, it makes you look less hideous. It can have blemishes in it.
But
what are you saying, Walkerly?
Jinx your teeth.
I just said that may be a problem for you, Troll, but I always look fucking hot.
Of course. Should have fucking known.
Turn the heating down then. What the fuck?
But yeah.
You sweaty wee mink.
You'd mentioned that you've got a kind of your own business that's starting. Is it going to be a production company that you plan on opening, or is it going to be like renting out gear or stuff, or what is it that?
Sorry, I didn't hear the last bit there. Sorry.
Sorry. So you said that you were starting a company, and you're kind of in the what kind of business is it going to be? Is it going to be a production company to do with kind of media and stuff, or is it other stuff behind
it? Video production essentially. I don't know. It's honestly like I know business plans should be written up, and I should be taking it more seriously.
Business plans are for commies and non-profit organisations, mate. It's fuck that.
as we start up, we want to test the water kind of by like trying different clients and seeing what we can specialize in, because it's kind of important to find your niche. I would really like to be like some sort of like Constantine, where like he does like the films for YouTubers. Like I'd like to, but I don't think that's realistic in a place like Glasgow. Music videos and stuff and all that stuff that interests me, because you know if you're passionate about what you're making, it'll show in the video, in my opinion. When we make adverts for companies that we're not really interested about or that we're uncomfortable making videos for, in the past, like, because we've done some free work, you know, to get experience, and like it kind of shows, you know, like there's no inspiration, and it's kind of hard for us to like relate to what the client wants. But you know, I think Glasgow is one of the things about Glasgow is that I love this as on a personal level, just for my own enjoyment and from a business standpoint. Glasgow is the media capital of Scotland. It's only growing and growing and growing, and it's full of so many young, artistic, up and coming people who no one knows about. You know, there's always like small time bands everywhere. There's always like up and coming artists. There's art colleges everywhere. So say if you want to make a video about fashion, you could actually contact the college and go, hey, if any of your art designers would dare to come and collab with me, and I'll, you know, get them some promotion. Like, or you can easily just contact a certain niche, you know, and like if you're trying to. I think that's really cool about Glasgow. I'm a big fan of, because like in Edinburgh it's kind of very corporate and cold, and you don't really get that. But when you go to Glasgow, it's amazing for that.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame. We've got like the finance sector there. You've got like fucking Sucky Old Street and stuff. You've got all the music bars, and you've got tons and tons of venues and stuff. And then obviously you've got 8,000 different colleges specialised in all sorts of different shit. Which is, I think it's definitely a good thing. I think it's a good idea, especially as a production company, to kind of find your feet and kind of dip your toe in different waters and see what works for you. Obviously I don't do photography anymore, because I found, for me, I wanted to just do portraiture, and actually getting that and that kind of work it's really hard, and it's very personal. I find I found it quite hard to separate myself from Robert, the Troll the photographer, and Troll the person. So you think, if they're not going to pay me money, then is my work not worth it? And it's hard to differentiate that. And I think dipping your toe in different waters and trying different things is great. Like I did wedding photography and stuff for a while, and my god, that's fucking stressful. Jesus Christ, it is brutal.
I really couldn't do wedding photography, because I think we might offer some photography services as well as videography, because I think I'm a decent photographer.
Yeah, they go hand in hand as well.
Sorry?
They go hand in hand as well. If you're offering videography, if you do photography at the same time, then it's works perfectly.
Well, what was it? I've always said I could not do weddings, because that's someone's big day. That's one of the most important days of their life, and if you fuck that up, that's the idea that terrifies me. Imagine going home and realizing that all the pictures are corrupted or something. Or imagine
or you look through at the kiss, and they've kissed, and you look at it, you're like, this is out of focus.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you make one mistake, you're fucked.
Yep.
You know, and that's what terrifies me about something like the idea of doing a wedding. I don't think I'd do weddings. No,
I prefer working in a studio and actually having it structured, a plan. We need this shot, like 6 shots, that's what we want. Anything to get above and beyond that, great. But yeah, I love people's natural reactions, but I love it in a controlled environment. So having it set up, my own lights, my own studio, my own kind of equipment and space, and then just having a chat with some of them as I'm shooting, because that way you can get real reactions. So if you're having a chat and they laugh and you take an actual photo and it's a real laugh, it looks great, it looks genuine. But it's the whole wedding thing, it's quite, especially if you don't know the people, you're a complete stranger, so you're like, who's who? I need to figure this out. You need to have a list of shots they definitely want. And if you've got clients that are quite flaky and you go, listen, I need a shot list, so I know what you want. They don't give you. You go, you shoot your best you can, and then you get them and go, oh, you didn't get any photos of my gran. You're like, well, I asked you for a shot list, you didn't give me it. And then that causes issues. It's like, fuck this, man.
Here's a good tip on how to get experience in those kind of situations, though, where you're like, don't really know the people. Just turn up at weddings with a camera.
Maybe that.
Just fucking take pictures and cunts.
and then go, here, bet the guy you hired stuff shite, I'll give you better pictures for less money.
Exactly.
Just undercut them.
What do I do? You surely can't get arrested for that. You are hereby sentenced to death for fucking gate crashing a wedding.
That's a good question, actually, when you were doing photography, because this is something I've always wondered. I spoke to a guy who made shows for the BBC, and his answer was really like vague, and I was so confused. So I'm even more confused now about like this. Did a client ever refuse to pay you, even though you've done like a good job?
Normally, what I did is I'd do half and half. I'd take money up front, and then you send. So I had a website that I had set up where it'd be low-res versions of the images, so they can view them and what they're supposed to look like. But if they were trying to download them and print them, they'd look shitty. Now the worst thing about that is people don't understand quality. Like just your average Joe sees a photo and thinks that looks good, they print it, and you look at it and go, you've stretched that image. Your face is so fucking long in that, and they go, no, it's not. And you're like, alright then, whatever, mate. And I don't see that's probably it's ruined advertisements for you. And in all honesty, having studied photography, see if you go through Debenhams and you look at the photos they've got up for perfumes and shit, 3/4 of them are out of focus, and it does my tits in. Because like that's a Dior perfume. Like you've that's a big brand, and that man is out of focus, and that's the only thing in your photo. What the actual fuck? Why is he out of focus? Like you've only got that one dude in the photo, and he's out of focus. So what you playing at? And that's something that annoys me. But the way that I worked it is I'd take a deposit, and then there'd be an actual cost for the wedding, and then I'd have a website where they could view and pay for and buy prints through that. So that was how you got the most of your profit. So if they didn't like photos, they didn't have to buy them. So that kind of, and then you've got the photos up on the website. So if they want to come back later and buy more, they can. And you'll find, see when you've actually got it was SmugMug was the website I used. See when you've got it set up, there's printers in Cumbernauld called Loxley Colour. They are exceptional. They do amazing work. See when you're doing it through SmugMug and you've got it set up, prints literally cost you pennies. Like genuinely for them to order them, it's like your overhead cost is like 8 pence, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's amazing. Yeah,
it's crazy. Just because it's linked through the website and it's a business affiliation, you get it incredibly reduced, and they deal with everything. So they package it. If there's any messages that need to go on, if you've requested for specific printing and stuff, you can set that up as an additional cost, but it makes everything look more professional. And Loxley Colour deal with it, so you're basically outsourcing it, and you can choose the prices yourself. So you can bump it up so you're getting 4,000% profit, which is insane. And you can make
just
big,
to be
big
clear,
money.
this podcast isn't sponsored by SmugMug, but if you want sponsors, that's what it could potentially sound
Absolutely.
I got my wedding photos at SmugMug.
Where was
with the fucking ad?
At the very start when you shoehorned it in. Brought to you by Walkerly Fit. Walkerly Fit.
No, you worked on a website. What with a website called SmugMug? What the fuck?
It sounds like a company I would start.
Do you know what they're actually it's like a Canadian website that was trying to branch out, and I think it's a branch. They've got a branch in Dundee, but it's great if you're doing. Obviously, if you were doing videography as well as photography, you can build a website through them, and then offer your services through that. And well, so it might be something to look into if you haven't got all this already.
Because
it's
I mean,
pretty decent.
I said to this guy, I said like he makes like big documentaries and television series for the BBC and stuff, and I was like, do you make the people that like you're making the stuff for sign contracts so that you can like so they can't lip you off and just be like, I'll see you later? And he was like, nah, I just don't bother. I just do the job and I always get paid. And I was like, really? Like there's no
I think
security in that, you know?
I think that's because he works for the BBC. They'd probably deal with the payment side of it. But being a kind of freelance, that's something that you'd have to deal with. And so I didn't do a huge amount of weddings. I kind of went, whoa, fuck this. This is too much stress and pressure for me. But it's one of those things. I have heard horror stories where people like, they said they'd pay me $1,000. They gave me £500 up front, and then when I delivered the photos, they said, I'm not paying the rest. And it's like, what the fuck? What can you actually do? Like the only thing you can really do is go to small claims court, but then you're taking on costs and you have to get £500. So it's like, but you learn quite quickly that people are usually cheap. That's the hardest thing. And
scum fucks.
Basically, I've read a lot into it, and you'll find that if you offer less money, people tend to value you less, so you're less likely to get paid. But if you offer a higher amount and they see it as a higher amount and they think that's what you're worth, then you're more likely to get paid, because it kind of instills respect for the beginning.
I watched a really interesting podcast where a guy said he started charging double the money and he got half the jobs. And at first he was like, oh, right, so I'm only getting half the jobs. And I went, yeah, but I'm charging double the money, so I'm still making the same amount of money for half the work.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know what I mean, though? But people don't think about that, because people think more jobs, more money. But if you work it out, like, see these massive production companies that are making like millions, they're only doing like 3 jobs a year.
Yep, exactly.
You know, they're doing massive jobs from massive clients. And the jobs will be huge, and they'll spend weeks working on it because they want to do a good job. But I bet they're working a lot less overall than the small guy that's doing weddings.
And it's more focused as well. So if you're working on a job for 8 weeks, you can really get into the mindset of what you're actually working on, and you can make it better and better and better. Whereas if you're jumping between job to job and every client's got different styles they want, then that's obviously going to affect the product and how it looks. So if you've just come for a very, very strict, very corporate, very high key shoot, where you've done some fashion photography, for instance, and it's very bright, and then the next thing you want is it's a wedding and it's all kind of fairy lights and it's dead low key and it's not very bright, that's a different style you have to adapt to. and it can be tricky to kind of switch your settings up and do it on the fly. Obviously that's something you learn when you practice, but especially if you're just starting out going from high key, you might just forget to change your settings and you're shooting at ISO 100, 125th a second for the shutter speed, and you're getting nothing. It's black because it's so dark. You're not letting enough light in, and you don't realise it till after, and that's it fucked. And that's what is. It's I think creators in particular need to be quite selective about the actual people they work for. A lot of people think I'm starting out and I don't have any experience, so I need to take everything. It's like, nah, if you start out selecting who you actually want to work for, then it'll serve you really well in the long run. Because it's people think I don't have any actual experience, so why would people want me? It's like, well, you don't need to have experience to just tell people I'm shit hot, believe it or not.
Yeah. I got a big dick and it's Monday. What's going on?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, speaking of experience, is there any sort of inside tips that you've got, maybe stuff that folk haven't known about YouTube that you know? Like, for instance, I just found out this past couple of weeks that the actual file name of your upload to YouTube should contain the tag words with hyphens in between them that you're going to put as not only the title but also the tags in the description.
Oh yeah, see, that shit actually kind of annoys me, right? Because it's getting to the point now where YouTube's became so oversaturated and the community is it's so difficult for genuine creative talent to flourish. That will result into shit like that. Like we shouldn't have to fucking worry about what the fucking title or like. Do you remember when there used to be that glitch in the algorithm where if you put satire in your tag, then it wouldn't get demonetized and shit. That shouldn't be a problem. YouTube should sort of. Oh, I have a funny story to tell you guys about YouTube actually. And I'll answer your question first. I used to have a really good tip, which was that join forums based around, like, for example, I used to be part of the Freedom, the YouTube partnership, like years ago, and my videos, and I had some videos bang, and I got on like Freedom's page and like YouTube page and stuff because I was so active in the community, and it blew me up sometimes, and it was really good, and and I learned a lot from that. But even that's like a dead thing now, like because YouTube's so oversaturated. What happened was these forums started getting over phone with just, hey guys, check out my channel, and then
link dumpers.
You can't link dumpers. You can't even have small community forums anymore for YouTubers who genuinely. That's why I've been thinking about recently getting into all these like Scottish YouTube discords that Viper keeps telling me about. I'm sure you guys are probably part of them, because
man.
I can't actually find any genuine like creator communities anymore. I think the best thing to do is just
you're on Discord, see?
I've been on in Discord. I've been on the podcast once or twice.
That's it. We'll keep your eyes out on there because there's loads of stuff going on in there. That's where Viper's camping it with us. But sorry, you were about to say your tip?
What was my tip? Just watch YouTubers that you like and try and understand how they've done certain things. Don't copy them, obviously, but I honestly think that like it's the whole I only stand so tall because I stand on the shoulders of giants. Like it's true. Like even the best creators that you know, Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and that, they all stole and inspired ideas from people that they enjoy. I'm sure they did, and I think like Casey Neistat, like you wouldn't think of me as being anything like Casey Neistat, but when I do travel videos, I take so much inspiration from him because he's the best. So why not take? And I think. Yeah, don't be too scared to change up what you're doing, make new kinds of content. It should be about the content. It should be about the content.
Not the algorithm. I like it.
It should be about what you enjoy making and are passionate about, as opposed to I'm gonna make this to get views. It should be a case of, if I make this and I enjoy it and it doesn't get views, but I've enjoyed it and I keep doing it, then eventually views will come. Like learning the advertising and shit of YouTube is fucking difficult because it's, as you said, it's so oversaturated, man.
Well, I've had quite a few videos that algorithms chosen and they've got 10k. I've got a video that got 500,000. That blew up like a year and a half ago or something. And sure, maybe I got a few subs from it, but it really didn't affect my career overall. Like, I didn't get hundreds of new people commenting and watching my new videos. I didn't get like a fan base. Like, my videos flopped a lot recently, like despite having all these massive videos. Having one chat video on your channel that's got 500,000 and then getting 10 views on all your other. Like, I remember back in high school, there was one guy who was like, I've got 5,000 subscribers and I do Minecraft videos. But if you actually went on his channel, he wasn't getting any views, but he had re-uploaded Kesha music videos. So you know,
Right.
I have a really funny story about that.
It was
know
your
the-
channel.
Nah. But you know the YouTuber Jack, mate?
Mhm.
yeah.
He started out his YouTube career by re-uploading, is it Sam Sparrow? The guy that sang Black and Gold?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
He started out on YouTube by re-uploading his songs to a channel with his name. And it actually ended up to the point where the guy got in touch with Jack and said, "Look, do you mind just making this my official YouTube page, and you can run it, and you can also have all the ad revenue from it?" And I was
Oh,
like,
for
"Mate,
fuck's
what the
sake.
fuck? He's got basically
Fucking
paid to
genius.
upload this shit."
That's old school banter, buying a domain name and then selling it back to motherfuckers as
Yeah.
soon as they're like, "Oh, I should have registered that."
Yeah,
I'm like, nah,
but-
get it for 10 grand.
Yeah, it's like people like, I'm going to buy Final Fantasy 15.
They do like you can buy, like, people like I'm Alex and Memios and stuff actually like didn't have their own handles as their Instagram,
Yeah.
and people like go and like find out who owns them and get them to sell it back to them.
The annoying thing about like my Twitch is that I'm called GLP Matty Live because someone owns GLP Matty and it's me. I made that account and I can't
Lost the
remember.
password.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think what happened is like it's one of those like glitches in the system where Twitch had like an update like years ago that kind of like changed logins and stuff, and like I can't remember what it was. And my account is like associated with an email that it is. I can get access to that email now, but that email, the company that makes those emails is dead, so they got moved to Google, and so Twitch won't recognise the email as legitimate, even though it is, and I can't get in. So it's like a fault on Twitch's part, if you know what I mean. It's weird.
You know, like it won't let you claim it back. It's like I have an old YouTube channel. Not going to tell you the name of it because the videos are cringe.
No, what's the name
And
again?
if I ever hit 500 subscribers or maybe 1,000, I'll watch all the videos in a video.
I love doing that.
But I don't know what the email address associated with it is. I think I know what it is, right? But YouTube won't let me recover it or claim ownership of it.
Wow, that's weird.
And I've contacted them 3 times about it, and I was like, you know what? Because I want to like unlist all the videos just to get anyone.
Just report the video for the channel for child porn.
No, because I still want to be able to watch them in future.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because we did that
Yeah,
one.
his email's like totally up to it. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the problem with most pedophiles. They know they should probably delete the videos off their PC, but they still want to watch it at a later date.
God damn it! I've been taught.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, what else we got coming up, lads? Yourselves, have you got any other one-off tips or anything interesting you just want to push? You got coming up?
Well, I've just sort of not reactivated, but like retaken an interest in my fitness YouTube. Obviously, with the proper start of my fitness business.
Mm-hmm.
So when my actual uniform arrives, I'm going to shoot like a wee hype package thing.
Cool.
Nice.
So I'll plug that, and I'm also going to probably annoy Troll to see if he wants to come and help me film it, because I don't have any good cameras.
Haha, nice.
Fuck.
Yourself, Cool.
Directly after this video, I've set everything up so I can actually shoot today. And I'm just gonna do it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say directly after this video, I'm going to go shoot myself to stop myself having to help walk away.
Well, that'll be after I've filmed. I'll leave it as it'll be a suicide note. Yeah, directly after this, I'm actually going to film because obviously I've got a mate that listens to the podcast, a cute boy, and he was like, "Yeah, so when does that video come out you mentioned in the very first podcast?" And I was like, I'll get on that. Just I'm a lazy, procrastinating fuck, and when I start shit, I'm like, I don't like this. It needs to be perfect. So I'm just gonna fucking film it, whack it out there, and just hope for the best.
Shut your eyes and hit upload, mate. That's it.
Pretty
You're
much,
going
yeah.
hard. Well, speaking of you and Viper and Andy Scots, I'll be appearing live on Sunday over at Andy Scots as we're taking part in the Game Blast, the charity for Special Effects UK that helps disadvantaged people basically get a hold of computer game setups.
Nice.
Everything from people with physical disabilities to mental handicaps and what have you. Just basically they come over, assess what their situation is and how can they basically custom build, make them kits. They don't just work on strictly gaming stuff, they do like electronic stuff, house stuff, just quality of life stuff
Yeah.
for people. who don't have that resource. Last year we took part and helped to raise a good wee chunk.
Nice.
But
Is it
this year we're
a
going
live
ham
stream you're doing?
again.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be basically all weekend. From the Friday, I do believe we're doing a Formula relay. The Saturday, the guys are going to be streaming, and on the Sunday we are going to be streaming. Also, I do believe we'll be front page of Twitch for a wee while because we hooked up with
Nice.
the Twitch mods because it's charity. So from about
Good
3
shit.
p.m. on Sunday, there'll be the wheel of the wheel of. We're not sure what to call it. Not entirely sure what to call it. The wheel of misfortune, but we'll figure out a name for it.
Just to confirm those dates, that Friday the 21st of February, Saturday the 22nd, and Sunday the 23rd of February. So next week, yeah.
That's the one.
Good.
And Sunday, that's it. We'll be spinning the wheel. You can tune in. Anybody can donate and get a spin of the wheel.
Excellent.
And ranging from everything from gubbing hot dogs to fucking,
Deep throat
stupid
hot dogs.
daft challenges and
Good.
playing with the
That's,
controllers upside down and what have you.
I'm glad.
You
That's good.
You bastards in your charity, man. That's the reason that Reese isn't going to be in my fucking, or Viper, I should call him, isn't going to be in my next video. I'm absolutely gutted.
Yeah, you bastards in your
Fucking
fucking
charity! Fuck off!
How
man.
fucking
Scum.
dare you? What's the
Nazis, man.
fucking socialist up in here, man? What
That's
is
it. They're
the
not actually fitting out people with fucking extra game kit stuff. They're just infiltrating their homes and assessing them.
God's sake.
what is the
How far away are
actual
you from the nearest lens?
what's the actual name of the Twitch channel? Is it just the Indie Scots channel on Twitch?
Yep,
Yeah.
Indie Scots. INDISCOTS because we spelt it wrong.
Nice. Good
Name
shit.
change at some point.
Yeah.
But
I was,
with that being said, I'd want to say a huge thanks to GLP Matty for coming and kicking with us today. This has been awesome. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, this is probably the best podcast going into not knowing anyone that I've been on. This is really good. I've had fun.
Sweet, man. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you. Hopefully we'll keep in touch and get some content cut together this year, man.
Hell yeah.
I think we should get some sort of the unofficial official boys versus the GLP crew somehow.
Mad
Some
Lads,
sort of-
we've recently been branded. We've kind of came together and called ourselves Mad Lads, which Count Dankula is going to be fucking raging about. But you can fuck off.
Oh, right, yeah. You better watch him, man. I've heard he's
You know
a
what?
bit of a fucking bad man. Like.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm calling them out. Thanks. You want to be? Let's get on drama. Fuck it.
Get a rap battle going between the two of you. Aye, brilliant.
Oh, that'd be the best drama letter ever.
Scottish YouTuber edition.
Scott, after you ripping Scottish rappers, you want to be on drama alert for Scottish rap.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah.
And just
This fucking-
instantly bury the Scottish YouTube fucking media and genre
Dude.
altogether. Brilliant.
This track on Count Dankula. What?
Yeah. I'll eat
I
it. I'll eat it.
I love
No,
that.
I don't know.
Stop.
I love that. I absolutely hate Scottish rap. By the way, guys, I'm going to drop a diss track.
Diss track.
I'm a
By the
giant
way, guys,
fucking
I'm releasing
hypocrite.
a fucking album of diss tracks now.
Oh.
Excellent. Yeah,
Well, hopefully
thanks.
this
Thanks for coming
descends
on,
into
man.
a fucking a slight of disses and raps. I think we'll call
Yeah.
it there, lads. Walker, if you want to sign us off, or will I just continue?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Everyone that decided to listen. If you've somehow made it this far, I'll be fucking impressed.
Yes.
You've got a stronger stomach than me.
Ask them a question so they can prove it.
Yeah, comment down below.
Is
Now,
tasting
next
your own
vlog-
cum gay?
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the question.
yeah.
That's the
I want
thing.
to know. I want to know what the viewers think about that.
To be
Yeah.
fair, that is a good point. We would like to know your thoughts. Unless you're a cuck, in which case no one cares what your thoughts
Yeah,
are.
so let's just
Yeah, Cox need not apply. Yeah.
just reiterate that question. So, what is gayer? Drinking your own cum, shagging a trap, or watching porn with the boys? Put it in the pop it in the comments down below, and if you're on YouTube, and the 5-star reviews if you're on anything else, and we'll get to it. Mention it next podcast.
Yeah, 5 stars only, motherfuckers.
Drinking cum is gay. 5 out of 5 stars.
That's a perfect place to cut. That's it. That's
Yep.
it. Cold cut, bro.
Thanks for listening, guys. Catch ya.
Yanni.
That's horrible.